We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. 27-yard line. Now, the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good. 4 on Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, what's up? On the ground, here is Henderson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New England.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here goes up. Hey, what's that? Good foot, Nasty. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On second down, it's May.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Hey, what's that? Good. Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the 35, here's second and 8. Sir, what's that? Hey, what's that? Working out of the gun, it's May. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Patriots first down. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Landon Jackson there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 1, second and goal. To throw is May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Pop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing right away is Allen. Moving outside the pocket. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left. But this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Leo Chenal, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. So after one, the Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment.
And the Bills first down.
The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This one's caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
What's up? Can't. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Crazy. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44.
They'll take over at 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. And he's trying to get to the pylon, but won't get there. Marked out right at the line of scrimmage.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is impossible. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. Rolling right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Patriots 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. May gonna look to throw. He's gonna try it here again. And here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And his offense is gonna be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Out to his right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
they got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bills build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now is May. This completes the poke. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down.
Bryce Baringer in formation for the Patriots.
This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Look at the big man go! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One more time going up top with Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got his man, that's Coleman. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Passes kick is good. And the Bills tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down. A gain there of 15. First down, Buffalo.
And with that run, this back is closing. Chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
First and 10. They smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run up the middle with Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Crazy! Hey, what's that?
Maynard on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete with pressure. Got to him that time. And it'll set up second down. is Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And now it's fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll go. Here's May. Again, working deep downfield.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. So they're going to take over at their own 8-yard line.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of
Throwing on 2nd down. May.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Hey, what's up? Torpedo!
On the handoff, Henderson. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They need him in the end zone. It is a safety. And that's the first thought in your mind, running a play from the 1. If you're the defense, trap them back behind the line, get a safety, and that's exactly what they do with the good stop there.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where the defense really understands what's coming. They know the offensive point of view is to just try to give themselves a little breathing room, move it away from the goal line, and in this case, they're able to capitalize, make the tackle for loss, and it leads to the safety.
Here's Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and While some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Oh, yeah. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good red zone running here. Taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's Cook to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Operating out of his gun, here comes Allen.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. On the run to the right. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Pass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, son.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Off the play fake, it's May. That is to Wiley, open on the left. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw now, May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Here's May. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Out
Out of the gun, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On second down, it's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throw again is May. Has completed to Douglas. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's incomplete. Gary Paul on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. A run with Cook, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
It is second and 9. A carry for Cook. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And in motion is Coleman. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run with Cook. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Buffalo. Run out of the gun with Cook. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's second and 8.
So a road win here for the Bills. They get the victory away from home in the division. This was so valuable